60 goddamn degrees outside. It's February in Indiana. What's up, guys? It's Larry, and this is the Ethical Atheist, and the topic of the day is the environment. Now, we all know that climate change is just a Chinese hoax, and that 95% of all the world's scientists are being paid off by some nefarious organization that wants us to have clean air and water, the bastards. But, no matter where you sit on the climate change issue, how we take care of the planet and the things on it is definitely meeting all the requirements for an ethical dilemma. Now, in videos prior, I've talked about the standard of harm applying to oneself, the people around you, or the planet. And the reason that I include the planet as something worthy of protection from harm is because we need the planet for stuff and things. It has stuff on it that we need to continue being there. So, when you do damage to an ecosystem, knowingly and with intent, it is my opinion you have done an unethical thing. For example, there was just some legislation proposed that would overturn some of the regulations for how materials from coal mines can be disposed of, and would allow coal miners to basically throw waste into waterways with abandon. And that has been demonstrated to cause harm to the environment. It basically kills everything in the river because, fish breathing coal-laced water, not very good. And there's also been a great hubbub with the new head of the EPA about whether or not he's going to uphold certain environmental protections or whether he's going to upend a lot of them. And I didn't want this to become a video about politics, but oh well. But we have regulations like that in place for a reason. Because if we poison all of our water, we're fucked. And this applies to a lot of other things as well. We are choosing deliberately to not pursue sustainable energy like solar or wind power, which is clean energy that doesn't cause pollution to the environment. And we're pursuing other practices that are detrimental to the environment, mass deforestation. And when I say we, I'm not just referring to America and the politicians here. I'm referring to humans as a whole, because in South America, they're destroying the Amazon for cattle ranching and for other agrarian purposes. We are polluting the oceans at an alarming rate. We are, making pipelines that have the potential to cause mass pollution in our drinking water. We are doing, as a species, so many things that are detrimental to the planet, and in turn detrimental to us, because we live here. We need this blue marble to continue being healthy so that we can be alive. And for those reasons, deliberately being anti-environment is unethical, because you are killing the thing that you personally need to survive, and that every other living thing on Earth needs to survive. So, that's my bit about the environment, and I'll do a separate thing about climate change, because climate change is a really complicated, in-depth subject, and there's a lot of excellent scientific data about it that I want to get into. But just from an ethical standpoint, it is our responsibility as human beings to take as good of care of the Earth right now as we possibly can, both for our benefit and for the benefit of future generations of humans, animals, and plants. So, thank you very much for watching, and as always, may Darwin be with you. Also, I wasn't fucking kidding. It's 60 degrees outside right now in Indiana. What the fuck?